Hey guys, so from the last clip, I'm sure you know what we're doing today. I'm going to be taking you through what is in my new plant cabinet that you can see in the background. Now, for all of you that don't know, this piece of furniture was sitting in my garage for a very long time, at least 3 years, and in the process of cleaning out my garage, I was going to be getting rid of this when I decided that no, I'm not going to get rid of it. I am going to, refurbish it, convert it into a plant cabinet. It was a ugly brown color, and so what I did was I spray painted it white so that it would match the decor that's in my office where I'm at now. And yeah, it is working out great. I also added some grow lights that I will be showing you a little later to, help the plants grow, because the only window in this office, let me show you, is right here. And so most of my plants that are not located directly in front of this window, I have to, provide them with additional light. So yeah, so we're going to be going through my cabinet and show you everything that I currently have in there. And then look for the next video where I will be giving you a tour of my plant room, because I have completely changed the furniture. Well, I didn't change the furniture. I've added pieces into this office, and also I have taken out a lot of plants, took them in other locations in my home, and at the same time I added quite a few new plants in this office. So yeah, after that, it probably will be, it might be after this video or the video after the next, because I'm also going to be sharing with you a video showcasing my lipstick plants. I did not realize that lately I have been acquiring quite a few lipstick plants, and I have found them to be very easy to grow. They bloom very easily as well, because I've had my Hoyas, well, not all of them, but I've had a few of my Hoyas for a while, over 2 years, and I've yet to get one Hoya to bloom. But my lipstick plants, they tend to bloom all the time. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing that video with you as well. But right now, let's look at what's going on in this new plant cabinet. So first of all, you guys, I want to share with you what's going on the top of my cabinet, and also what's going on the bottom. So I'm going to turn you around a little bit, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to lift this plant because it's pretty big, but let's try. Oh my goodness. So I have shared with you guys in the past, she is heavy. Is she dripping? Yeah, she is, which is kind of amazing because I haven't watered her in about a week. But anyway, I shared with you guys that I got this plant from Walmart. The Walmart, well, not all of the Walmarts, but one particular Walmart in my area has just been amazing with plants this year. Not what I would call plants that are hard to come by, but more so your normal household plants like pothos. They have been getting in some beautiful, well cared for looking plants, and they have been oversized, like this pothos here, which was $19. And like I said, when I purchased this one, they have quite a few pothos in hanging basket. This was actually a hanging basket. But this one was like, I can't even tell you how much bigger this one was compared to all of the other ones. And they all were $19.89, $19.99, somewhere around there. And I believe that this is, I want to say this might be a Hawaiian pothos. But look at the leaf size, especially this one. This leaf right here gets me every time. And I'm trying to stand on my tippy toes where you can see it. It's just so big. And when you look at the size of my hand, which I can't do and carry it at the same time, it's actually a really, really big leaf. And the variegation on this leaf, as well as so many others, is so amazing. This one is just came in. As you can see, it's still unfurling. It's not hardened up yet. And look at the variegation. So yeah, I could not believe the size and how healthy this pothos was. So I'm gonna put it down because it is really, really heavy. Oh, woo. And it hangs out, like I said, here on top of my new cabinet. And then on the other side is another pothos. Let me make sure it's not as heavy, but it's as beautiful. And again, I always forget the name of this pothos. I definitely need to pick up some more labels, not labels, but the little identification cards that you can stick into your plants. I am completely out, but look at the size, not the size, but how much this plant is trailing. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is a, I want to say like a yellow flame. I think the name of this is yellow flame, but I will put it on the screen. And what I like about this pothos is it's different because the shape of the leaves is different. It's kind of the same shape that I would say a Cebu blue pothos is, that more of that narrow, skinny type of arrow shaped leaf. And it is absolutely gorgeous. It's so nice and full. And I'm trying to remember where I got this pothos from. Where did I get this pothos? I have to think about that for a minute. But yeah, she hangs out right here. Hopefully you can see. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Nope, evidently not. But I did put in a clip of these two plants and how the placement of them in the previous clip. Then you guys, let me bring you down a little lower to show you what's on the floor right by the cabinet. On this side, and I don't think I want to pick these two up. Well, I guess I can. So over here is my Dracaena. And let's see, let me move you back up. Okay, so here is my Dracaena. She used to be in my, oh, she's dry. It's water day. It's Wednesday, and like I told you in a previous video, I purposely am pushing back water day to Wednesdays. So when I go on vacation later on in July, I can water all of my plants right before I leave, because typically my water day used to be Friday, then it was Saturday, then Sunday, then Monday. Now, of course, Wednesday. And how I've been able to do that is I do go around, and any plants that seem like they are not going to be able to make it, you know, I top them off. But most, today is going to be water day, and my plants are looking pretty decent. I don't think anyone is suffering. So yeah, but this Dracaena used to live in my bedroom, and she is now here in my office. She is a very easy going Dracaena, and her particular name is a lemon lime. And so she hangs out right here on the side of my new cabinet. And then on the floor is a new plant. I'm trying again, you guys. I'm trying again with these ficus. I don't do very well with them, but I have added a very good humidifier here in my office, because once I put in a humidity reader, I realized that this is, I don't know why this room is so dry, but because I now have a humidifier in here, let me show you what the humidity is. And even with the humidifier, it's kind of low compared to my plant room, because the relative humidity in there, if I go in there now, I promise you to be like 60, 65, 70. But here it's like 59, 60. But if I don't have a humidifier in here, it drops drastically by 15 to 20. And I have a lot of plants in here that like humidity. And so now that I have a humidifier in here, because my son had purchased this plant it was really big and beautiful. Not this Mother's Day, but this is 2024. So that was 2023 Mother's Day, and that plant is no longer with us. I think one of the reasons is it just kept dropping leaves, and I just finally got discouraged and just put it out by the trash. So I think the problem was it just wasn't getting enough humidity, because I had it right by the window. So I don't think it was the light. And then it continued to get these really dark brown spots all over his leaves. And I was like, well, maybe it's getting too much light. So then I would move it back. I just really struggled with that plant. So hopefully I'm going to be able to do better with this particular plant. Okay, what else do we have over here? Okay, next we have my, see, this is why I like name tags. Yeah, my Dracaena marginata braid. She's been with me for quite a while. She has been with me through me learning what to and what not to do. And she's a pretty hardy plant, because she's been in my plant room for a very long time, and I've just got a humidifier, like I said. And so I feel like now she's going to even do better. But yeah, this is my marginata braid. And I see that she has quite a bit of more new growth up here since I have been fertilizing. I'm going to attribute it to fertilizing for the spring and summer season. And then lastly, I have a regular green variety ZZ. I have quite a few ZZs around the house, and she's doing great. This is a new stem that she has that hasn't gotten all its leaves yet. What I've noticed, which I'm pretty sure you guys already know, but I didn't, that they're kind of like Hoyas. Only what I'm saying is that they branch, they put out a new stem, and then the leaves come. So I figured that out. So like right here, you can see here's the new leaf coming out. So it has quite a few new growths, because this is 1, this is 2 right here, and then here is 3, 4, and 5. See? So she's quite happy in here. And she hangs out over here. Let's put it back right. I kind of have to make sure that I put her in a way that when I'm walking in and out of my office, that I don't And I don't know how I had her where I don't run into her stems and break them off. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. Okay, so next, you guys, and this pothos they're trying to get, we're gonna go inside of my cabinet. And I think I'm gonna just bring you down so that I can share with you what is currently going on inside that cabinet. Okay guys, so where are we gonna start? I think we're gonna start from the bottom and then work our way up top. And I'm gonna move these plants out of the way so that we can talk about the plants that are behind them. So if you could see, let's see if I can break it down a little bit. Okay, is that better? Nah, actually it's not. Okay, let me bring you over. That's a little better. The plants on the bottom are all propagations, as well as I have a few propagations on the top that you will see in a minute. So the first propagation that I have is doing very well. This is from my, oh, why did the name just leave my mind? My silver band maranta. There we go. My silver band maranta. I think I actually have another plant. And in another video, what is her name? Simone, Janae Simone has really inspired me to, you know, try out leca and pon. And because this silver band roots have grown in water, because I've been told if you want to transfer a plant to leca or pon or some type of combination thereof, you need to first transfer that plant out of soil and get it to get acclimated to water, to roots growing in the water, and then transfer it to leca or pon. And so can you see? I hope you could see all of the roots. Look at that. It's so many roots, so many healthy roots, water roots here that I am going to try to put this in leca or pon or some combination. So stay tuned for a video about that. I'm hoping that works. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm going to, I think I'm going to put the entire cuttings, because there's actually two sections in here, because here's the thing. If it doesn't make it, I do have the mother plant and I couldn't take another cutting if necessary. But yeah, that's the first propagation. Next is the last remnants of my Calathea rospica. Here again, the entire mother plant is gone. This is the remainder of the main plant, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I cut back all of the old leaves, and these are all new leaves. And so the roots obviously were initially in soil, and now they are, you know, getting acclimated to water, and all of these leaves are new leaves since it has been transferred to water, which I think is a good sign. And I'm also going to try to put this in leca or pon. Now this next propagation is not doing nothing at all. I don't even know what this is. Listen, it looks like it's part of my lipstick plant, to be honest. Let me see. Yeah, I think this is part of my lipstick plant, but it has absolutely zero roots. However, The leaves are still nice and firm. They're not dying. So maybe in the next couple of weeks, we will actually have some water roots. Here is a propagation from a pothos. This pothos has some roots, but this is the same roots it had when I put it in the water. It's, again, this one is not, it's not dying. The leaves are nice, but it's not getting any water roots. I know there is some type of, what is called root stimulator that you can get. I've seen it in Walmart, that like you're supposed to drop it in the water and it's supposed to help. So I may get some of that. Every time I go to Walmart, I look at it. I don't remember the name of it, but I might get that to see if we can get some roots for this one. Now, this next propagation is the remnants of my Brantium. And it has a little leaf growing underneath the water, which is really crazy. No roots whatsoever yet. This leaf is still nice and firm. So hopefully we will get some roots. And then lastly, this is from my big mother plant that is in my kitchen, not my kitchen area, my dining room area. This is my Synapsis exotica. I believe this is my exotica. If I'm wrong, I'll put the proper name on the screen. And it was just growing it was hitting the floor. And so I had to cut it. And this is the cuttings from the mother plant. And we have a little bit of roots going on in here. It's really slow, but we have a few roots. And the leaves look really nice. I wonder if this one's going to unfurl. If this one unfurls, then you know that we're on to something. So we will see. All right, and then we can go back to the plants that were in front of the propagations. I have shared this plant with you guys already, and this is my Monstera Minia, one of the plants that I purchased while I was in California and brought back home on the plane, and I am so happy and pleased that these plants are still thriving and doing well. I had a subscriber tell me that this is actually a crawler. I think she said it's a crawler. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that comment. I think she said it was a crawler, and I really don't need a crawler. So I'm gonna see if there's something else I can do because I just don't have the room. But she's doing well. This is a new leaf right here. You can see the coloring is a little different. And so she seems to be okay and did not suffer from her trip on the plane. Oh, and here is another cutting from that exotica. I forgot to show you. It has a few roots as well. The leaves are nice and firm. So hopefully it will continue to do well. And then I have my Syngonium. This used to be in my plant room, in my cabinet, in my Mills bowl, tall or wide, but it is now in here. We have a new leaf coming in right here. Excuse that noise. That is a little fireplace that I have in my plant room. Obviously not a electric fireplace. It's coming on and off. But yeah, so that's my Syngonium. Now let's go to the top here, you guys. And let's start over. Let's see if I can. There we go. Okay, let's start over here. Over here. Another plant that I purchased from I wanted to say Hawaii. Now, where did I get that from? Wishful thinking. From California, and this is my Hoya Obavada. I hope I pronounced that right. Obavada, Obavada. One of the two. There you go. She was very easy to transport back from, hold on. I feel like there's a glare. Okay, she was easy to transport back from California. I just actually put her in a Ziploc bag, and then I have a video out about it so you can see how I transported her in one of those envelopes that you can get from the post office. You can also get them from Walmart or like your office store, and it has the bubble wrap inside. And she did well, and I love the size of her leaves. Look at the little variegations on her leaves. So yeah, she's doing great. She hasn't missed a beat. She hasn't dropped any leaves. She has not yellowed, so I think she's doing well. Another plant, this plant I did not purchase from California. I purchased from here. I don't think you've seen it. It's a Hoya Cronahana Silver. And they had it on discount at one of my local nurseries. It was originally $24. It's half off. And they had a bunch of them, and I was a little concerned. I'm like, why are you guys trying to get rid of this? But it doesn't have any pests. It is a nice, beautiful, full plant. So I don't know, maybe they were just making room for more inventory. But yeah, she was $12. So my Hoya Cronahana Silver. And I think it's Silver Splash. Is it Silver Splash? Let's look. No, just silver. Maybe I added the word splash. So here, you guys, we have a ZZ and another cutting. Well, this is from my Scapnopus upstairs. And I believe this is different than the Exotica. I want to say this is maybe the Silvery Ann, but I will put the name on the screen. So here's some cuttings, and it's hard to see. I see roots. Okay. All right. So there is one long root. You probably can't see that coming from the ZZ plant. And then the Scapnopus has like 2 long roots. But I wanted to get quite a bit more roots before I think about transferring it to whatever, whether it's going to be pond, leca, or some type of soil substrate. I wanted to get a whole lot more roots, water roots, before I do that. And so here is a pothos cutting. I don't even remember which pothos this is. So I have to learn when I do my cuttings and to propagate that I name them as well. And it does have a few roots going on in there. Oh God, and then right here, I just get so frustrated with this plant. This plant, if you remember, is the plant that I purchased in South Carolina last year. It is a Algonema. And I was so excited about it because we don't have it here. I'm gonna have to go look at the video and see if I can get the name. I want to say it starts with an S. And that plant, it just kept dying and dying and dying, right? And so I took it out of soil, have it in water. Most of all the roots kind of rotted, and now it's getting its water roots. And it has maintained a few leaves. This one, I think I don't know if it's going to do well because it has this little one leaf and all of this. So I don't think that's going to make it because all of the other leaves have died off. And then this particular part, it seems like it has something going on at the bottom. So I don't know. I want to say Agonema splatinum, but don't quote me on that. I will put the name on the screen. But I don't know if this is gonna make it. I think this is another opportunity for me to try to put it in Leca or Pon, and if it makes it, it makes it. This is the only, I would say this is the only Agonema that I've ever had problems with. But from day one, what is going on here? There we go. I've had problems with that particular plant. So let's go to the next side. Put these back. Okay. What are we gonna do next? Oh, I love this plant here. This is my Piper ornatum. She is doing well. She came with all of these leaves, but these two on the top are new. And it keeps getting bigger and bigger. Look at the beauty. And then she got another little one coming in right there. And she seems to be happy. She also has some leaves growing on the bottom. Right there. Can you see the other one? It's kind of hiding right there. So yeah, she's doing well. She used to live in my plant room as well. And I brought her down here to see how she's doing. I mean, to see how she would do, and she's doing okay. Next, I have this philodendron silver sword. She is doing so well, you guys. Oops. She needs to be, I have this little stake to kind of keep her sturdy, but I need to actually get some Velcro or planter's tape, I'll call it, and secure her. But I'm trying to show you her without her flopping all over the place. But she is doing well. Look at that leaf. Look at the beautiful silver in those leaves. So she is doing quite well. I'm thinking about, I don't know, I'm just running out of room because I've seen how big these plants get. But I'm thinking about putting her on a moss pole because she has some aerial roots growing. Let's show you. Can you see those aerial roots? Where are they? Right here. Let's move that leaf. Can you see those aerial roots? I think you can see them right there. Yeah. So I may order I think I'm gonna have to do that. But then when I do that, the question is, I think I know where I'm gonna put her. Never mind. I think I see a place for her because I think she's gonna size up and get really big. And I think that this is the proper time to get her on a moss pole. So yeah, matter of fact, I think I'm gonna try to order one when I get paid next time. If I can remember to do that, put that on my to-do list. And then you guys, my last plant has a new leaf, and this is my philodendron Pericio Verde. And look at her. And this is, I didn't even see, I don't know where this leaf came from. I've been looking at her and all of a sudden I just see this leaf. And obviously this didn't pop up like that. But look at that. She has a new leaf. Amazing. And she's doing quite well. I've been kind of watching her. But she's doing well. And you know, I noticed something about this cabinet. Most of these plants haven't been watered. Well, no, all of these plants haven't been watered since last week. And they all are moist. Let me see. Yep. every last one of these plants do not need to be watered. So this cabinet is doing well, and I did not, you know, like my Mills Bowl Tall and Wide, I did not weather strip it or any of that, and I don't think I will. I did put a humidity reader in it initially just to see how hot, you know, what the humidity was, and it was pretty warm in there. And so these plants are doing well. I did add lights. I'm going to show you that. And then that'll be the end of today's video. Okay, guys, so as you can see, hopefully you can see, there are 2 light strips on this side and as well as 2 on this side. These lights came from Amazon. They are very inexpensive. For the pack of 4, it's $20. So I don't know how effective they are. I will let you know, but I could not afford to put Soltech lights in here, any other Barinas or any of those other lights. And so I said something is better than nothing. And so yeah, and there it is on what was I trying to say? It has a timer, and I'll show you that in a minute, so that you can set it for how long you want the lights to be on, and also, you know, what's the call, how much light you want, you know, the intensity of the light. So let me see if I can get back here, because this is where it is. Can you see that? So there it is. Let me move this plant. Oh, there you go. So that is how it looks. I've just kind of like have it here in the corner so that I can reach it. And then, what am I stepping on? I have no idea. And then on this side, I have the same thing. So if I want to turn it off, I don't have to reach back there. I just kind of like have it, you know, sitting right here. So yeah, you guys, that is what's on top, around, and inside of my new refurbished, whatever you want to call it, piece of furniture. And so the plants, so, you know, so far are doing very well. I will definitely keep you updated, but until next time, like I always say, be blessed, you guys.